Hi, my name is LorMona Meredith. I come from Samoa. My parents are Daniel Meredith and Gwendolyn Ho-Ching Meredith, and I'm the oldest of 8 children. I have 6 brothers and 1 sister. I have 2 children. My oldest is Marilela Malie. She's 10 years old. And I have a son. His name is Adrian Daniel, and he's 6. In December 2011, I had gallbladder removal surgery. It was supposed to be an in and out procedure, and it actually didn't happen that way. The very next day, I started having complications. I thought I was having a heart attack. I didn't know what a heart attack felt like, and I ended up calling. And this was during this time I was out of school. Sorry, I was out of work, and I was participating in the East-West Center's Asia Pacific Leadership Program. So I was actually in the dorms living by myself, and my children were in Samoa at that time, being looked after by my parents. So I called the ER, and they rushed me to the hospital, stabilized me, and for a period of 3 days I kept calling my surgeon, telling him something's wrong, I don't feel right, but I guess he didn't seriously listen to me until about the 3rd time, when I went back and forth to the ER for about 3 times. I was crying to him on the phone. I said, this hurt, that hurt, my shoulders hurt, and then that was sort of like the magic word. When he heard me say my shoulders hurt, he said, oh, you didn't tell me that. And I said, oh, I've been telling you my shoulders hurt. Anyways, he said that indicated that there was something seriously wrong with me. So they admitted me back into the hospital, did several tests, and they had a theory that maybe there was some kind of poison in my stomach, which eventually they did find out that it was. Apparently, when they did the surgery, they might not have closed something properly, so bile was leaking into my cavity, which caused me to be in so much pain. And so what they did was they had to insert a tube and drain it out. And so I was hospitalized for a week. And that was December 2011. So I recovered from that. And then come the new year, I went back to work, finished the program, got my kids back, but I still kept having stomach pain. So I thought that was taken care of. Changed my doctor, I moved here to Kaneohe, and same thing, kept on going to the doctors. They gave me different medication, different theories, and in the end they said I have IBS, which is irritable bowel syndrome. So I just lived with that I had IBS. For a few months I rapidly lost weight, and I just thought it was stress related to work. So I didn't pay much attention, and then I just realized there was, it felt like a ball growing in my stomach. I think I lost about 50 pounds within 3 months. They thought it wasn't normal, so that was sort of a big red flag for them. And so they suggested I have a colonoscopy. Before I had a colonoscopy, I had an ultrasound, and then they saw something abnormal there. Then I had a colonoscopy, and that's when they found the cancer. The first thing I thought about was my 2 children and who would care for them. I'm a single parent. When I first heard the news, I felt I was alone, but after I shared the news with my family, it's such a burden that was lifted, and I didn't feel it so much as a struggle, but more of a hindrance to my goals in life. I had my surgery done in March 2013. I had stage 3 colon cancer. I think for me, how I handled this challenge in my life was just to keep going. I had surgery in April last year, and then I also had slight complications from that which delayed my start for chemotherapy. And then eventually I started chemotherapy in May. I received blessings, special father's blessing from my dad and my brothers. And I know this has really helped me pull through, as well as everyone praying and fasting on my behalf. One of the cool things about it was my sister-in-law, my friend, just did this blitz on Facebook, and when I was in the hospital, that was sort of like ice cream for me. Just looking at people's messages, and I think it really helped me feel good, and it helped me feel, I felt really loved and lucky. And I heard from so many people that I haven't heard from in a long time. Families from my ward back home, some more. People that I grew up with, people I went to school with, people we've gone all over the world and done stuff, and still reached out to me. And I really lived on those words. I really did live on hearing from people. It really did help me focus on what I needed to do, which was get better. I think overall, it has also been a way for me to really look back and reflect on what really is important in life. I think I've been really blessed by Heavenly Father with such a great loving support network. I know if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here today.